Happy birthday to you. January 23rd is National Pie Day. Wait, not that Pie Day. Not the best Pie Day in the whole world. This day, not K-Bug Day. Learn about pi. It's the circumference over diameter. Let us explain. Fibonacci's going to talk about pi. You're like, who the fuck is Fibonacci going to talk about pi? Well, I'm Jonathan Fibonacci, and I'm going to talk to you about pi. Fibonacci style, nature lover, dad, stock trader. Who the fuck is this? Teacher, book reader, cannabis advocate, MRA, hashtag MRA. Happy birthday, 23/12/05, newbie comic. I love life. Man, I'm just going crazy. Check this out. Look at this. Talking about lending club. That's on my Twitter. Nobody's talking about that. You know, there's a lot I want to talk about with lending club. Kind of a financial thing. I used to run a fintech. I was fintech before there were fintechs around. And here you go. Lending club. I'm not going to talk about this. I'm going to go to National Pie Day. But read this line of shit here. We also see limited impact from rising lending rates. Now, listen, I've been in the lending world for over 10 years. And I cannot understand that paragraph. It doesn't make sense. It's fake news. You're like, oh my goodness, is Fibonacci saying that fake news occurs in the financial market? It especially occurs in the financial market. Handsome. Holy shit, that's La Jolla. That's the Holla. Fibonacci. No Grindala. Homeless. And check it out. Boom. Here we go. National Pie Day. There you go. I'm trying to make this my profile picture, and I just like it. It's kind of the beginning of PCH, and I don't know. Here we go. National Pie Day. If you care about EFTs and financial stuff, you can go there. Go to Fibonacci, at Fibonacci. But today I'm going to talk about Pie Day. What is Pie Day? Well, according to Facebook, it is 4.123. Remember that? Now check this out. I saw this. Here you go. Fibonacci style right there. Look at that. Boom. Like, I don't get it. You're like incredible brain man. No. This is the documentary called The Boy with the Incredible Brain. This is a little Fibonacci, just not me Fibonacci. This is a different Fibonacci. Now, this guy, of course, this is a commercial. I just like it because anytime I see commercials that portray fathers and sons or fathers and daughters, I just want to advocate that. You notice you rarely see a healthy father-child relationships, especially in the news. Look at this. Little sparks.
And it's not until the very last moment that those sparks tell me what on earth they mean.
What does it mean? I don't know either.
I've never encountered anyone like this.
I've never encountered anyone like Fibonacci because he's amazing. He talks about Jesus a little bit.
This man
likes to trade.
A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Here we go. You're like, okay, Fibonacci, you've lost me. This guy spawns off a new field of research. Now, what this guy's doing is he's his own little Fibonacci, and what he does is he has, I guess you want to call it savant, or he's on the spectrum, Asperger's, and it's a spectrum, and we all know about Rain Man, and this guy literally interfaces with numbers differently. Just way differently. Like he can, in his head, go to pi 3.14 to I think about 20,000 units. No pieces of paper. And even if it were memory, that would be Holla Fibonacci, Holla Shakala. Now this guy, if you watch this documentary, and this is one reason why I love cinema. It's called The Real Stories. Go to YouTube, subscribe to that channel. In fact, subscribe to my channel. Drop me some PayPal. Say, Fibonacci, you're the best guy in the world. You took my payday to Holla, my Pie Day.
Why are they all so excited?
Look at this.
Genius.
Genius, Fibonacci.
It's not human.
Which is really cool. Go watch this video and listen to the way he interfaces with numbers, and especially how he describes numbers and how he has a visual interface with it. And you can really see the spiritual dimension or the God dimension behind numbers, and how for most of us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, those are just numbers. For other people, and me included, numbers are very sacred and very holy, and they become more and more meaningful over my life. And especially, now that I've studied the Enneagram for years. The Enneagram is a numerical-based personality theory. That's kind of a really, really bad definition, but for the sake of Pi Day, Numbers are special and sacred, and there's even numerology, and then there's gematria, and how the gematria, and holy shit, you see that God is even alive in numbers, and especially in numbers. And then when you see this, documentaries, these beautiful documentaries, watch it. It's worth 45 minutes. Get off fucking Facebook and watch this and see how there's a big God. Oh, by the way, January 31, if you want to know like where he's from, it's issued April 16th. I think he's from Ukpa, which is north of Yukpa, which is right northwestern of Sipka.
So in August 2002,
check this
we
out.
got by with a calculator.
Look at this.
Perception, as well as enhanced map.
Check it out.
Happens. It's like having a fourth dimension. One, for example, would be very bright and shiny.
This is him
It's
describing
almost
the number
somebody
1.
flashing a light in my face. You know, it's a very interesting.
One's a
experience.
flashing light.
Number 2 is kind of like a movement, right to left, kind of like a drifting motion.
2 has
5
movement,
is
right to left.
like the clap of thunder. Or
5 is the
sound
clap of
a
thunder.
wave against the rock. 6
A wave
is
against the
very
rock.
small. It's actually
6
the
is
number I find
small.
hardest to
He doesn't like
experience
6 either.
in any sort of meaningful visual way. So it's often the absence of anything. It's like a whole.
And interesting, the 6 is the absence of things. So as he, and that's important because later in the documentary, he went in front of some other skeptics or some people who really didn't believe in it. And they knew that he didn't like the number 6, so they would take pi and they artificially put the number 6. And he was emotionally affected by the number 6 where it shouldn't be in pi at the 18,000th unit. Holla. I mean, there's some holla out there, guys. I don't care what you believe, where you're from. You're from Manhattan, La Jolla, Oklahoma City. There's a God, and there's an amazing God. Number 9's the biggest.
They can be intimidating.
Can be intimidating. The one thing I want to tell this guy is that he skipped some numbers. Like he skipped like I think 3, 4, 5, or he talked about 5 being like a clap of a wave against the rock, but he skipped 3 and 4. He skipped my favorite number 8. I love 8s and 4s and 5s. Anyway, so watch that, the boy with the incredible brain. Now that it's Pi Day, and then watch this video where he goes, I think it's the 20,000th or maybe the 25,000th unit by memory in front of people with no paper. Oh, and before you don't, maybe you're like, you know what, Jonathan Finn, I don't even know what your fucking name is, and I don't even care like if you are on the La Jolla Tunnel. But one thing I want to tell you is you need to stop talking about our necrotic public school systems because our public school systems are awesome. No. Here you go. Fibonacci final out. Watch this documentary. Watch this documentary and notice the scene. I believe it was in China where they had these students in China and they were teaching these kids how to use the abacus, and compare that classroom with any senior level classroom in America, in case you want to know how to make America great again. Holla! You guys be good.